Good morning. Happy Easter. He is risen. He is risen indeed. Our passage this morning from Matthew 28, 1 through 10 reminds us of his first appearance to the ladies that were at the tomb. They were told to go tell his brothers and to wait in Galilee, and he would be appearing to them just as he said. Later on in Matthew 28, we get what we've come to know, the Great Commission. And Jesus came to them and said, "All authority has been given to me in heaven and earth. Therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I've commanded you. And surely I'm with you always to the very end of the age." Every time in the last week of Jesus' life, up to the crucifixion, now even here at the resurrection, Jesus has given some teaching to explain what the events meant. And his triumphal entry, when he shared the Passover supper with his disciples, and then when he was arrested, on the cross even, and then here at his resurrection, Jesus' own teaching reminds us of the significance of this event. What does it mean that Jesus is risen? Well, it means three things. First of all, he has all authority. He is sitting at the right hand of God. Paul reminds us in Ephesians, to those who believed in him, if you believe in him, you will have incomparably great power like that which was used to raise Jesus Christ from the dead and seat him far above all rule, authority, power, and dominion, and every title that can be given in this age and to the next. He's seated at the right hand of God. He's on the throne. No matter what's going on in the world today, he's on the throne. We also know that he is in the ministry of disciple making. When we share the gospel with others and we baptize them into the family and we teach them to obey and follow King Jesus, Jesus is present with us in those moments. He is with us. It's not just our messages that are changing lives. It's not just the message that's changing our life. It's God working through his Spirit and his word, the risen Christ walking into our lives and introducing himself to one believer after another. So Jesus is on the throne. He's involved in disciple-making ministry. And I love the second command that can kind of be missed in English at the end of the Great Commission. "And surely," or "in lo," or "behold, I am with you always, even to the end of the age." Jesus is with us as we meet together and lift high his name. When we worship the name of Christ, the Spirit inhabits the praises of his people. And so even now, as we're in different places across this town, and we're watching this video together this morning, he is present with us. Because he is alive, he's overcome our greatest enemy, sin, death, and the grave. We know he's on the throne. He's with us. We proclaim and welcome other people into the family. And as we gather as a family to worship him, he is with us today. He is risen. He is risen indeed.